Hi, you're listening to UCO Central Spotlight. I'm your host, Chris Baker, and I'm joined by UCO women's soccer coach, Mike Cook. Thank you for joining me.
No problem. Appreciate you inviting me.
Yeah, so you've been a coach at UCO since the program started, 21 years. How's it been like so far, just, over the years? Is it what you dreamed it would become? Is it more or less?
It's been awesome. I was living in Edmond at the time, coaching over at Southern Nazarene University when they were advertising that they're going to start a program. I applied, got the job, and literally 5 minutes from the house. It's been very satisfying building a program that's been recognized nationally and done very well nationally. So it's been great for my family to be living in Edmond, and the program has done well. And there's some exciting things going on right now. It's been very satisfying to see over the years. The lights being put in and the locker room that we're getting next week, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I wanted to touch on the locker room later. Last year, you guys had a record year. You guys set a record for season school wins. With 22, you guys made the tournament. You guys won the regular season and then won the tournament. So yeah, after 21 years, finally being able to have those accolades, that's really great. And you guys have great student athletes as well, winning personal awards, becoming All-Americans, conference, and whatnot. What is your favorite part about being a coach for younger adults that are, heading into the rest of their lives?
Well, I mean, I honestly feel this is not just a job for me; it's a calling. I grew up on the mission field. My parents were missionaries, so this is kind of my mission field. I get to work with young kids, young adults, and have a little bit of a say and a little bit of an impact in their college experience.
Yeah.
And we always preach it's more than just soccer here at UCO. There's a lot of other things that are more important than just winning soccer games. We want them to have the complete college experience. And I think that was kind of reflected. We were very fortunate and honored to receive the Pinnacle Award this year. It's a new award that focuses on your success on the field, but you also have to have the Academic Team Award, which is above a 3.0, and the Sportsmanship Award, Ethics Award, which is less than 10 cards during the season. So we're very proud of the fact that our program fits those three criteria. It was one out of 19 programs that were honored with that. So again, it's more than just soccer here at UCO for us. We're trying to give these young ladies an overall view of what life's going to be like down the road. There's a lot of great things you can learn in athletics that can transfer into life down the road.
Absolutely. What kind of leadership do you like to instill in players, not just from a athletic standpoint, but from a life standpoint, being a mentor, like you said, being, having a calling of mentoring and leading these young
Well,
athletes?
I mean, hey, that's something that we really want to focus on. We want these young ladies to excel on the field and learn some qualities that will help them to be leaders in the jobs that they get down the road and in their families and that kind of thing. We really try to we actually do some stuff off the field to kind of help them learn how to lead. We do some things with the team where we talk about the different characteristics and morals and values that we want to have as a program, and then have them kind of work through those things and present some things to the team and take ownership of the team. Soccer is a team sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a player's game. And, as coaches, we want them to be, we try to coach them in practices so that they get on the field and make those decisions themselves. There's no timeouts or set plays per se.
There's no redos either, yeah.
Same thing with life. We want them to learn some things that they can take into life and use as well.
Yeah, absolutely. For players looking, there's a lot of players that, transition from being a player and they still want to be active with the sport. So they go into either being, the medical side, being trainers, or going into coaching themselves. What kind of advice do you give to players that do seek that out, whether it's your players or just other players that are come to you, or just that what kind of advice do you give out for that?
Well, again, not to get too hung up in the wins and losses. It's about giving someone a great experience of building character. Sports helps you to win, lose, work with people, get along with people. Make decisions, all those things. So, if you're going to get into athletics, I think it's more about serving the team. If you want to be a leader, I think you need to serve your team, serve your program, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So going into talking about this season, how is your season going so far? And you guys are coming up on the end of the year, so what's the outlook on that?
Our season's going well. In all honesty, we're a little disappointed. We had a bit of a hiccup along the way. We were undefeated for about 10 games or so, and suffered a couple of losses. But through those losses and adversity, we have learned some things about ourselves as a team. Our goal is still to try to win the conference tournament, which gets you into the NCAA tournament. That's still there for us to achieve. But through these things, we've really been trying to preach to the girls that it's no fun losing.
No.
We probably should have won a couple of those games, but what can we learn from that, and how can we get better from that and move forward?
Absolutely. So when you do experience those tough losses, those hiccups in the road, how do you keep the motivation high and keep them competitive and into it?
Well, it's disappointing for all of us, and over the years, as I've grown a little older and a little wiser, I guess, not dwelling on that, not just talking about and hammering home that we lost and we did this wrong, did that wrong. Hey, it happened. Let's put it behind us. Let's learn from it. And one of the things that we've just felt, through those losses is we've just kind of relying on our, our reputation and what we've done before. And hey, this is a new team. This is a new year. You have to go out and win those games.
Yeah, you got to prove yourself. You're in and you're out.
Yeah, we have a huge target on our back every year. This program's one of the winningest programs in the state, and then top 20 type team in Division II. So everybody wants to play us hard. Going to bring their best game. Well, if we're not ready, these are games that these teams get up for. So just learning to bring it every game. So this last week, we've really got tough in practice and just mentally tough, and going early in the morning and working hard and bringing that attitude to this last weekend where we went 2-0. And the same thing this week. We need to go 2-0 again and see where we end up in the final.
Absolutely. Friday night, you guys have a game. This going forward, though, what do you have left for the season?
Tonight we play up at Newman. And then we travel to Claremore on Sunday to play Rogers. Those are our last two games of the season.
Regular season games?
Regular season, and then we'll be seeded after that. Top 4 seeds get to host the first round of the playoffs, so we're hoping to finish high enough to do that and get one more home game where our seniors can maybe enjoy this new locker room.
Yeah, speaking of the new locker rooms, how do you think that – what are your thoughts on the new locker room, and how do you think going forward that will benefit the team? Obviously, there are going to be new facilities, it's better equipment, but what are your thoughts on it?
Well, most people think, it's going to be great for recruiting and all that. Well, it'll help, but the biggest thing, having been here 21 years, is it's going to change, I think, a bit of our culture, our atmosphere of our team. We've been in and out of different locker rooms and just kind of never really had a place of our own.
Yeah, you can kind of make yourself feel at home.
So to have our own place, to put things up, tradition stuff to teach the new players come in about the tradition of UCO soccer, to be able to go and hang out in our locker room, break down video, just hang out, do homework, a place of their own. And talking with softball when they got their own little facility, he said it really brought the team a little bit more closer together. So that's something we're really looking forward to, and having our own place.
Well, awesome. I'm really happy for that. And I get that you're not the guy that cares about personal accolades, but you do have some pretty good ones. Last year you were MIA Coach of the Year. Like I said, you guys set the school record in season wins with 22, and you guys and this year you just hit 400 career wins. What is that like? And just can you expand more on that?
Well, I kind of joke around a little bit that just means I've been around a while. Couple things. First of all, obviously, good players.
Yeah.
Good players make good coaches. And then surrounding myself with some good people, good staff. My assistant Amel has been a great help. Becca Swenson, who's been here, she played for me and has been helping us for the last 8 years or so. Great staff that we actually were awarded, which was very satisfying last year, the staff of the year, coaching staff of the year. Those things are important. And then having great support from the school, every year, just helping us move forward. Again, it's just soccer is a player's game. We try to teach them what we can in practice, and then kind of stand back, hopefully, and let them, enjoy the game. It's called the beautiful game around the world, and watching them execute and use their imagination and creativity while trying to do the things that we, work on in practice has been very satisfying. And watching individuals, because the team has done well. Watching individuals get some accolades as well has been very satisfying. So I tell people that when I was starting the program, my selling point was I want to build something where we're going to go win national championships and conference championships and win a lot of games. And to be able to look back and these girls say, "Hey, coach, it was awesome." At one point, we won 7 conference championships in the Lone Star when we were in that conference. And
amazing.
We're doing some good things in this conference. And again, as a team gets these awards and accomplishments, individuals get to do some things as well. So
absolutely. And then one last question is kind of a question for me. What do you, for soccer, not necessarily as a coach, but what's your favorite part about soccer? Whether it be offense, defense, off the field things, what's your favorite part about soccer in general?
Like I said, I keep saying this, but it's a player's game.
Yeah.
So when I watch players play, there's a freedom to get out there and just, yes, there's tactics and there's ideas and concepts that are coached, but when you're in the game, it's up to you. I used to always say there's no right or wrong decision. There's options. Your job is to try to pick the best option at that time. Our coaching philosophy or style is, hey, we're not going to yell at you and tell you that was wrong. Hey, that's a good idea. Try this. And so I think as a player, to just have that freedom to try different things. It's like golf. I thought golf was very boring till I tried it. And then when you watch it, it's amazing how well those pros play.
Yeah, it really
Soccer's
is.
kind of the same thing. You watch it and you think, well, they're just, but if you try to kick a ball and run, bring a ball down with your feet. And I mean, soccer's one of the few sports where your legs and feet do everything.
Yeah.
Most other sports, your legs get you around the field or the court or whatever. So having to do everything and just watching just some of the stuff that can be achieved on the field, it's pretty amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Coach, and I wish you and the team success the rest of this year and going forward in seasons. With this new facility, I hope you guys get to enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me. That was UCO Central Spotlight with Coach Mike Cook of the UCO women's soccer team.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.